Evening, guys. Welcome into the live. If you're watching this after the live's gone out, if you swipe your comments by left, you can click on and see the live messages coming up with the chat, so it doesn't look like I'm a nutter here, just talking to myself. Evening, Soph. Welcome in. Hope you enjoyed the video. I saw you in the chat. We're just waiting for a few people to come in, and then we'll have a chit chat. I did say 15 minutes. I think we're a bit early, so bear with. What have you been up to today, Sophie? You been busy? No, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, it was dodgy, to say the least, but yeah, Fabio survived, so props to him, I suppose. He did have his safety gloves and his safety glasses on, so yeah, that would have had no effect at all. I wouldn't have thought, but yeah, it was a bit of drama for a minute for sure. I must remember to change the chat to live chat. There we go. And don't forget, guys, I pinned it to the top of the chat as well, the Buy Me a Coffee link. So if anybody wants to buy me a coffee, then feel free. So that's there if you want to help the channel out in any way. Just saying. You've been a busy bee, cleaning and reorganising. Yeah, that's always a chore, isn't it? But you've done a grand job. Yeah, I was on the edge of my seat watching it back, and I've seen it already, and I was there. Yay, Killer, welcome in, mate. I hope you are well and being a spectacular person as usual. Second one in the chat, though. Soph beat you to it, mate. Not by long, but by a little. What have you been up to, Killer? You've been busy? You good? Hi, Jenny. Welcome in. Thank you for popping in. I always appreciate your support. Thanks, Jed. It is actually going really well. Thank you very much for asking. Yeah, the video that I collab with Mike and Captain Cornish has done extremely well. So hopefully that will all head us in the right direction. So thanks very much for your support, Jen. I really appreciate it. You've been gaming, or you've been playing Ark Raiders, or Ark Survival. I was just going to say that. We like Ark Survival. Very good. But yeah, we're playing Farm Sim 25 at the moment, the Kinleg expansion, which is pretty good. A little annoying hair hanging down in my eye. I thought it was an eyebrow because they grow from everywhere now, but it wasn't. It was one of my dog hairs. Indiana Jones music in your head. Cool. The dino one though, yeah, that's the one. Yeah, Ark with the dinosaurs, and you have to be a survivalist. It's quite good, but it's really addictive, and we played it. We played it like a lot. Yeah, I'm not very good at sort of like the online kind of shooting games. I used to be really good at COD, and then I played it up until like the World War II game came out, and yeah, after that I didn't really play it very much anymore. The Modern Warfare ones were like, you know, little kids were learning how to do like trick shots and stuff, and they would just jump up in the air and kill 20 people in one maneuver like. So yeah, I didn't really gel with that, so I stopped playing it. But I still play the old World War II one every now and again online. Do. I wonder where everybody is. So the next plan is to I don't know if I can really say yet because the video has not come out. Yeah, can't really let any of that. So we went to Cars and Coffee with the Zaffa yesterday and did a walk around the Wheel Martin China Clay Museum, and that was pretty cool. So I managed to get an episode of that, so that will be coming up next week. But yeah, some things didn't go to plan, so yeah, all will be revealed. Oh no, you hatched one and it died. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I watched some of the guys that play it online on YouTube that play Ark, and they sort of like breed the baby dinosaurs to feed the bigger dinosaurs with as well. I thought, oh, that's just too savage. I can't do that. I like breeding raptors. I had like me and Sophie had like an army of tech raptors, but they were like level stupid. So yeah, I suppose the next plan with the Zephyr is to pop it in the workshop over at the unit workshop and then start attacking the bodywork. Hey Mike, welcome in, my man. Hope you're good, mate. Hope you enjoyed the video. It was a bit tense there for a second, wasn't it? We're just talking about Ark, the Ark survival game, and breeding dinosaurs. I was saying me and Sophie bred quite a good army of tech raptors and I think tech gigas, or yeah, I think it was tech gigas. I think Killer plays. He's got a PS5 darling, I think, which is why we need to get each other's gamer tags so that we can play some shit together. Because I think that would be fun. Yeah, Spino's good in the water. He's awesome, but yeah, on the land, you can't turn him around very quick. He's a bit like a T-Rex. He won't spin around very quickly. It's warm up your way with the wind chill. It was -11 on the beach this afternoon. Bloody hell, Jen. Yeah, I went to put a loading sheet over my lorry load today, and it nearly took me off my feet like a big sail, and I was holding on. Off I went. So, hey, Captain, welcome in, my man. Hope you are well. Hope you enjoyed the video, and it's great to see you in the chat. All you guys are bloody lovely. And yeah, thank you for your support. But yeah, YouTube's kind of been a wild ride over the last few months, and I'm really enjoying it, and I hope it does really well. Yeah, mate. Even I was hiding away. I was like, "No, you can't do that, Dad." And he's like, "Well, I did it yesterday, so I'm going to do it today." I was like, "Oh, fair enough then. On your head be it," like quite literally. But yeah, dodgy. Yeah, bad decisions. But yeah, it made good content, I suppose. But yeah, I bloody forgot to turn the radio off in the garage, and when I uploaded the video the first time, I had a little bit of tension music while it was speeded up. And then when I put it onto YouTube, they moaned about the music from Grease, and they moaned about something else as well. They never said anything about like the Shaggy or the Ozzy Osbourne tune, but it was like the two right at the very beginning, but you could hear them really clearly. So yeah, they spanked me for that, and I just took it down and re-edited it, which is why the music went on for quite a while. But I didn't want to lose any of the banter that was going on. I had to cut some of it out because the music was like quite loud at that point, and even with the soundtrack over the top of it, I couldn't balance it properly, so I just had to cut it out. So yeah, that was a bit of a non-professional error to have that music going on quite so long, but I didn't really have much choice. Unfortunately, it wouldn't have been like that if I had my way, to be fair. Can you guess my gamer tag? I bet it's Killer Zombie 359. Yeah, the studio said I could take it out, but it muted like loads of the talking and the banter. So it was like, oh, I don't really want to lose that. So I re-edited it again and bossed it on today. So I managed to edit it yesterday at work, to be fair. So can't grumble with that. And I managed to edit next week's video, so I'm going to upload that to Premiere next Tuesday at 8, and that'll be the next episode in the bag before I've even filmed this weekend. So hopefully we will be one step ahead now. Are you trying to swap gamer tags now, are you? Just keeping up with the chat a second. Okay. Cool. If anybody wants my PlayStation tag, then I will pop it into either the group chat or just message me. I won't be putting it out on a live because you never know who's watching there. Attack BMX 86. What's the PlayStation never use on? Is it like Steam? Yeah, I mean Steam's on the PlayStation, on the PCs, isn't it? But yeah, PlayStation's just like a console. I will be starting Killer's painting hopefully this week. So keep an eye out for that. I will send you some pictures, James. I was going to say, Jen, you're more technologically advanced than most of us in this room, and if you've not heard of PlayStation, then I thought you might have been pulling our leg there for a second. Yeah, we'll crack on with that. I may do it a few evenings and maybe film some bits of it. I don't know, because like the compressor is quite noisy and it gets annoying after a while if you're just listening to that on a video. But yeah, I may film some bits of it. Was a Fiat 500 you wanted, wasn't it? Let's see if he's listening. Well, they're Ferrari, aren't they? Fiat, aren't they? Aren't Fiat Ferrari? No, I'll do you an F40, mate, honestly. Okay. Cool. Chat's busy. I'm trying to keep up. Sorry, guys, if I'm going quiet. Hydrovane, yeah, they're really quiet. But literally my airbrush compressor is only like that big. It's about that high. It's got a little tank on the bottom of it and a motor on the top. It's not too bad, but because it's in the house rather than in a workshop, it does vibrate on the table a little bit, even though it's got rubber feet on it. But yeah, it's a really good little compressor. It's just a little bit noisy. Beat it with a middle finger. Yeah, they are expensive as well. My mate Trevor's got a big Hydrovane for painting cars with, like actual painting on big cars, and yeah, that's a really beautiful thing to use because it doesn't get the moisture in it either like a tank does. So yeah, that's really good for spraying, but it costs them a lot of money. And yeah, even the small ones for airbrushing are like real expensive. You wouldn't put it past me. Quite tempted to paint two and send one first. That's not right. And then leave it like 2 days and then post the other one. That is the problem. The paint for cars depends what you're using. Yeah, it is quite expensive. So what I'm going to do with the Zephyr is I'm going to have to buy sort of like a load of primer to do the first like section of it. The first wave, then get it all in primer, and that's probably going to cost maybe 300 quid just for the materials. And then obviously you've got to sand that down and make sure everything's all smooth and nice. And then you put on, I think I'm going to have to put on like an orange base coat, and then the clear coat with the metal flake in it goes on top of that. And then once that's all dried and gone off properly, I'll have to put like maybe 8 or 9 coats of just clear coat over the top of it just to seal in the flake so it's not bumpy. And then you have to polish it back with a wet 1000 grit wet and dry sandpaper and then a polishing machine. So yeah, that's going to be a fair amount of work and pennies, unfortunately, but it needs to be done. Yeah, no, my luck, it would get lost in the post. It'd be the good one as well, wouldn't it? Yeah, that is it. Yeah, the Hydrovane holds its pressure like better than a compressor as well, because obviously a Hydrovane runs all the time, doesn't collect moisture, and it keeps that constant pressure. Whereas with an air compressor with a tank, after a little while you start to lose the pressure in the tank because obviously the volume gets less. and then you have to wait for it to build back up again, and it's very difficult to keep a solid pressure with a normal compressor, which is why most garages and body shops now have all gone to hydrovanes, and they're more economical as well. But we ain't got nothing like that. We're lucky to have a compressor, to be fair. The compressor at my dad's garage is probably 65 years old. Yeah, I do a little bit of metal flake. I did the Anglia roof, and that came out really cool. I also did my dad's roof, but tell you the truth, we kind of messed that up a little bit, because my dad got a blue base coat, which was a Subaru Impreza metallic blue, and it was water based. We don't have a booth, and we're not equipped for painting water-based paint, because obviously you need airflow and you need temperature to make it go off. So we painted it, and then we left it overnight, as you do, and then we went back in the morning, and it felt dry. So we put the flake on it and then built the lacquer up on it. And last couple of weeks, I've noticed that the flake and the lacquer and everything is lifting off the roof. Around the gutters, so it's either shrunk underneath and split, and it's coming away from the metal, or it's just not adhered at all. So we have to repaint the Chevy roof. I'm not too happy about that, to be fair. But yeah, I'm hoping that the old Zephyr would be nice when it's done. Should be a completely different colour that nobody's ever seen before, anyway. Yeah, there's a lot of time, Jen, to be fair, a lot of time. A racket hammer? What's a racket hammer? Ratchet hammer. Yeah, I don't know if you heard on the video, when my dad was smacking a spanner, I said, "Oh, you're using your impact wrench, are you?" No way, killed a bird. Shit. They do bring you in presents, though, cats. Little birdies and mice and things, which is nice. So what have you been up to today, Captain? Have you been out today exploring stuff? I haven't caught up with YouTube today, to be fair. I've been flat out at work, and then come home and play Farm Sim for about an hour and a half, and then the Prem was on, so I haven't caught up on anybody's videos yet, so I'm really sorry about that. She didn't bring in the bird that you shot, did she? She's not a retriever cat, is she? That would be something to see, wouldn't it? Retriever cat. Oh, cool, you managed to get a drone walk up. Mint. I'll have a look at that later. I do love your drone footage, it's awesome. But yeah, the old Wheel Mine video should be quite a good one as well. So I filmed the entrance of the event, everybody coming in with their cars and stuff, and then got Father, and we walked around and looked at some of the old claywork stuff, like the trains and the lorries and all the kind of stuff that was in the museum. We had free roam of it in the end. We thought that we were only allowed to go out a certain way, but yeah, apparently the lady said, "Oh no, you can, it's open to you guys, free today." So we made the most of it, and yeah, I got quite a good lot of content. You did some drone follow content. Cool. I sped off. Captain Longlegs. Yeah. Longlegs Silver. I have to bring her on live so I can meet her. I think, have we seen her on the live before on Jamie's stream? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there's a lot of history in there, and yeah, I don't know, because I'm not an expert on it. I know cars, so I'm hoping I did it justice, but I think it'd be cool. But so you know the engine that we filmed down near the Poldark mine, the Foy engine, there's one of them in there. It is slightly different, but it's inside, so you can have a proper good look around it. Yeah, it was really cool. Are you off, Jen? Thanks for coming in, my lovely. It was awesome to chat with you and catch up. We'll see you again. Take care. Much love. He's always out. Hey, Steve, welcome in, my guy. I hope you are awesome. Hope you're doing well. Hope you enjoy. If you haven't seen the video yet, if you have, I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't, hope you enjoy it. When you get a chance to have a little look. It's a bit dodgy, to be fair, to say the least. So what are you up to at the weekend, Mike? Because you had a weekend off exploring this weekend, didn't you? So are you out and about, or are you still chilling? What have you been up to as well, Steve? You been busy, mate? You working? Are you out with Captain Sunday? Man, yeah, that'd be cool. One of my dad's friends is called Keith, funnily enough. He's really keen to go out and look at some car places, but he knows a lot of people. So I'm thinking that we could take him out and he could take us to places that he knows about. I'll have to do a bit of digging, really. Obviously, I don't want to take him to the places that we've been to because we've already done that and there's no point. But if he knows of anything else, would you guys be keen on doing more cars? Yeah, cool. Yeah, I'll see what I can find out from him and what he knows about and all that kind of stuff, and then either we can take him with us, or he's like my dad's age, so he's a bit like my dad. But yeah, he's a nice chap. So either we can take him with us and he can show us some places, or I can take him out and look at some stuff, and then me and you guys will go there again. Yeah, if you're keen for that, that will be awesome. Masters and Shaz notification. Bloody lovely. It would be cool because that was a hell of a cool day. Even though the weather was miserable, I still had a great time. It was a blast, honestly. Oh yeah, yeah. I was kind of keen on going down and looking at Crowley's Land Cruiser as well, but that's gone now, isn't it? It's burnt out. Me and Mike have already discussed this. If it's a Ferrari, then Mike gets it, unfortunately. I'm not overly keen on Italians, so it yeah. It's still there, but it's crispy. Yeah, it's a bloody shame. That is absolutely shame. I don't know, mate. You'd have to ask Emma that. Unfortunately, I have no clue. You share it. Yeah, Mike's a nice guy. There you go. Cool. You could have like a custody arrangement or something like that going on, and yeah, you could have it weekends and it could be our baby. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it probably would be. To be fair, even I would come and polish it for you, but I wouldn't drive it. But people love seeing cars get polished on camera, so yeah, I'm keen for that. Yeah, custody arrangement. Yeah, joint parental responsibility. I think they call it these days, don't they? You take it 7 days a week. Oh, that's a bit selfish, to be fair. He's offered you half of his car, and you want to take it 7 days a week. Oh dear, I was going to say something, then it's completely gone out of my mind. Yeah, you got some Guinness tonight, or are you on the old Captain Morgan, mate? Or are you having a sober night? Yeah, I think I remember the video of that Morgie as well. That was the one that was in the shed that was coming down on top of it, and there was no side in the shed. Was that right? And log leg and gladiator buttons. Cool. So yeah, we had. I don't know if I told you guys, but have I spoken to you since Friday? I must have done. I can't remember. Must have done. Yes, Saturday. So the guys in the chat will know, but you guys, if you come in afterwards, you won't know. We did a funeral procession on Friday for our good friend Ian. He passed away Boxing Day, unfortunately. He had quite bad cancer. So we lost him, but he was always kind of like a joker, you know. He was the life and soul of the party, and he always had banter, and he always, you know, we went into the bar 3 times, and the third time we went in there, he knew our names, he knew we were coming, reserved us a table, he knew our drinks order off by heart, you know, that kind of guy. He was a lovely chap. So he was, you know, he was a joker as well. So we were following the hearse down on the way to Penmount Crematorium in Truro, and our friend Alan with his little Morris Minor was in front, and then Mr. D, you know, the hot rod doctor, was in his hot rod behind the Morris Minor. Then our friend Steve had a Chevy truck in front of us, and then there was us, and then our other friend Nigel was behind us in a Rover, and then behind that was my dad and the Anglia. So anyway, we were trundling along, you know, at funeral speed, and then all of a sudden this wheel just comes across the road in front of us, and yeah, it was Alan lost the wheel off the back of his Morris Minor, unfortunately. So yeah, and I bet Ian was up there just laughing his ass off at that. But yeah, it was an eventful procession, shall we say? But it was good fun racing to catch up with the hearse, though. That was quite cool. But yeah, it could have only happened to Ian. You know, it was that kind of thing. So yeah, it made a little bit of a light-hearted thing out of a very sad day. So yeah, that was kind of weird. Steve, are you still here, Steve? What have you been up to, mate? Are you working or sober today, bro? Oh, awesome. Ah, cool. Yeah, I'd be keen to go and have a look at that Moggy. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so the last song that they played when he was committed, they had some guy sing. What did he sing, Soph? Can't remember the name of the song now. It's gone out of my head, and it's a really popular song as well. It's a Sinatra song. But anyway, he had a live singer that sang Ian's song that he used to sing in the pub. His Last Life, that's it. I think it was Frank Sinatra. So we had a live singer in the crematorium sang that beautiful song. And then they did a more reading and stuff like that. And then when he was committed, the song that came on the music system was "Remember You're a Womble." And yeah, that was just the kind of guy he was. Like, you know, it was really fitting, shall we say? But yeah, he was always like, you know, up for a laugh and stuff. So yeah, lovely man, and he will be missed. Yeah, but to have that, you know, as your last ever song, what a guy. But yeah, let's talk about some more cheery stuff. Did it just catch up with the chat again? Because I'm a slow reader. Yeah, he was, Mike. He was a ledge. I mean, like, you know, like I say, the third time we met the guy at the pub, and he knew us all by name and knew what our drinks were, knew what crisp tea I had, everything. He just, nailed it. And you don't get people like that very often. So yeah, we appreciated knowing him for the short time that we did. What else we got in? Yeah, I think I'm thinking about maybe doing Tuesday nights as a StreamYard. If anybody would be keen on that, rather than just listening to me to ramble on. So yeah, that could be an option. Let me know if you wanna do that, guys. Because I wouldn't have a clue about setting up that vertical stream and all that jazz malarkey that you guys are doing now. I wouldn't have a clue about that. Oh, he sent me a coffee. Thanks, Killer. You legend. Absolute legend. Thank you very much. Bloody beauty. Nice one. Yeah, I mean, it's cool doing like this kind of thing, but I kind of miss, you guys to bounce off of and stuff. I prefer it in the StreamYard than just doing it solo, I think, and I think it would be good. Yeah, he is a legend. Thank you, James. Oh, I just had a notification. You bloody beauty. Man. Yeah, I genuinely thought I was going to have to buy Dad a funeral this week, to be fair, after that video. Oh, you can do, yeah. I mean, that would be cool. Yeah, I mean, I think I've got it set up because Jamie showed me like one evening when we were on a backstage, and he pretty much was doing it on his thing, and he said, "Oh, you just do this, do that, do this," and the Ferrari bribe, got you. Yeah, you're always welcome over here, Mike. Definitely. But yeah, it's I need to get a HDMI split thing as well, so that I can run both of my monitors. Because I think the guy that had the system before me used to run the other monitor through his PlayStation or Xbox when he used to stream gaming. So I think that's why I can't get both of them to work. So that would be handy to be able to do stuff on the other screen and then just have the one screen for the chat and whatnot. Especially in my failing eyesight, it'd probably be easier to read. Yeah, Killer. Bryce will get you anywhere. Yeah, especially a Bryce with coffees. Legends. Oh dear. So I suppose you can't really let on where you're off to at the weekend, Captain and Mike. Crazy Frog? No, that's not a crazy frog, mate. I'll show you. It is a crazy dog. That's Bully. That was my first ever airbrush on a canvas. And now I've got to hang it up straight again now, so it doesn't do my head in. There we go, straight-ish. But yeah, that's my my bulldog. But yeah, I was thinking about doing no, that one. I was thinking about doing some more of them. Different animals. I was chatting about it, I think, on the last stream actually. Classified information. If you told us you'd have to kill us, yeah. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I still think my Eleanor is my favourite so far. No, that's my favourite one to paint and to look at. But it did take a very, 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 very long time. Your favour's yours. Yeah, yeah, that was pretty cool. I enjoy painting that as well, to be fair. I like to paint stuff that I enjoy painting, if that makes sense. I've got to kind of want to do it to kind of do it, if that makes sense. It's very different when you're sort of like sign writing for other people, like on their bangers and stuff. I mean, I used to love painting my own bangers because you can do what you like on it. But when you've got to adhere to somebody else's sort of like request, it's not so much fun. Yeah, your Christine came out well. That was an early one as well, so if I remember rightly. I think that was like maybe the second car I did. I think I did the Bulldog to have a practice to do my dad's Chevy truck. And then I think after the Chevy truck, I did the Christine, didn't I? I don't know, actually, the Elvis that I did, that was quite good. I don't think anybody's seen that. Let me see if I can find a picture of it for you guys. I donated it to the Rock and Roll Club Christmas auction. Let me just see if I can find him. Where is Elvis? That's that one. I might not have got a picture of it anymore. 2 seconds. Bear with. Bear with. There it is. I don't know if you can see that. So yeah, I did that for the Rock and Roll Club Christmas auction. So yeah, they were really pleased with that. I was quite pleased with it as well. It was it came out really nice, to be fair. Yeah, social one. I said, "Oh, come and have a look at this. See what you think of this." And she's like, "Yeah, I'm having that." And I was like, "It's not even dry yet." She says, "Yeah, I'm having that. That's mine." So yeah, I don't really do a lot of portrait-y stuff, but I thought I'd give it a go and see if I could sort of like do a sepia kind of black and white kind of one. And you know, the best guy to do a black and white painting of is Elvis, because everybody knows who Elvis is, don't they? So yeah, that went down really well. I think they made like 60 quid on it. I think they sold it for at the auction, which is not bad, is it? I've done a few like car ones for Charity as well. So Blue Ridge Runners, I've done a few for them. I did a truck, and I bet I don't have a picture of that with their logo on it, and donated it for their charity auction. Let me see if I can find it. I don't think I've got it anymore. Oh yeah, I do have it. You can't see it very well. Yeah, that was only a small canvas, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Come out good. It was gooder. But yeah, I ought to do more really. But yeah, kind of YouTube has taken over, isn't it? Thanks, mate. Yeah, thank you. But yeah, it's I need to be in the right frame of mind, if that makes sense. Yeah, the pinstriping on that came out really nice. Yeah, I did another Chevy as well, with a Route 66 badge in the corner of it. The car came out all right, but I was really pleased with the Route 66 badge in the corner of it. It was a bit like that one, but around the outside of the thing, I've managed to make it look like chrome. So I was really pleased with that. But yeah, I've done quite a few actually now, up to date. So yeah, I should do more really. I think I might have got another banger to sign right in the next few weeks. So I will video that again because that video did quite well. But maybe do some more, tweak the format a little bit, shall we say, so that you guys can see more. Obviously, now that that Mike's generously given me that tripod, I'll be able to get the camera in better places to sort of watch what I'm doing rather than just like one place in the workshop where the gimbal would sit happily. Don't suppose you know how to paint the new F80. I haven't even seen the new F80, I don't think. Yeah, exactly that. I was gonna do loads of painting and build up a stock for the car shows this year, but it's not happened because of, you know, like so says, YouTube, PlayStation, Zafar, time, work. You know, if I didn't have a job and I could live off doing this, I'd be made. F40 all day. Yeah, I can do F40. I can do an F40. I know what that looks like, but yeah, I wouldn't have a clue where to start with an F80, to be fair. I'd have to study it. But yeah, F40 is like an icon, isn't it? You sort of like got that in your mind and you know exactly what it is. Mustang Sally. I don't know Mustang. That's a decent Mustang. That's an Eleanor Mustang. Safe one's a Mustang, don't you say? But a new one. Yeah, you like the new one, don't you? Meh. But yeah, even the new ones are a better looking car than pretty much anything else that's on the road, apart from the electric ones, obviously. The Mach-E, because that's not a Mustang, is it? Yeah, I'm with you, Captain. Older the better. GT40, yeah. I used to have my own business years ago, moving sort of classic cars with a recovery truck, not doing like breakdowns, but just doing the transportation of them. And there was a guy that had a GT40 and something else. I can't remember. Oh, it was a Bugatti, little race car, and he used to get me to move them around quite a bit. And yeah, the GT40 was really cool, absolutely awesome thing. But yeah, like it was complete and it was like in immaculate condition, but it didn't run because they've never they've had it in their collection and, you know, pushed it about and they've never even started it up. And I was like, really? And he's like, yeah, I've never had it run. And I was like, and how much is it worth? And he's like, oh, about £1 million. And I was like, and you've never had it run? And he's like, no. I was like, bloody hell. Yeah, you like the GMC trucks, don't you? Ferrari Testarossa, yeah. See, that was an icon as well, wasn't it? Back in the 80s with the Lamborghini Countach, you know, icon vehicles, and you know exactly what it is just by the shape of it. Whereas all the cars now, I mean, even the supercars are all starting to like look the same. I mean, I couldn't tell the difference between a McLaren P1 and some of the new Lamborghinis that are out. I don't know what they're called now. I just can't tell the difference between them anymore. Yeah, mate. You should try and get to the Goodwood Revival if you're into race cars, because they have like a spread of all sorts up there, and the Festival of Speed's really good as well. Yeah, Austin 7. My granddad used to have an Austin 7, and he used to have to, because my granddad was like quite a tight old man. Back in the war days. So he served in the Navy, and he was, he was quite thrifty, should we say. And yeah, he used to go out with my gran when they were younger in an Austin 7 Ruby. And if they were out too long and he'd used up too much petrol, he used to have to drive up out of Poles F backwards because the car wouldn't go up the hill because all the petrol would go to one side of the tank. So he used to reverse up, and then he can make it back to Weybridge to the fuel station to get fuel. And I was just like, really? Yeah, Goodwood's really cool. Festival of Speed is really cool. Oh, the Pebble Beach Concourse D. What the hell is it? The Concourse d'Elegance. That's Pebble Beach. Yeah, I'd love to go to that. You got to have a lot of money to go to that, though. You got to be a certain kind of person. And I think if you're taking a car there, it's got to be invite only as well. Which, if you can build restore a car so that it can go there, then you've made, that's like, top of the range life goals, isn't it, for a car restorer? Yeah, I've done the Festival of Speed at Goodwood a few times, and you do like bump into people walking about that are famous and stuff like that, and it's really cool. And you can walk around up there for 3 days and probably still not see everything. But I really like the revival, because you see the cars and they're actually racing them and crashing them and using them as they should be used, rather than just going up a hill and then turning around and then coming back down again. It's all right the first time you go because you see all the Formula One stuff, and I think the last time I went, Bagsy was there and he drifted up the hill, and it's all the exhibition stuff, whereas at the actual revival it's all period dress, and everybody's there for racing. So yeah, I really want to go to that. That'd be awesome. Supercat, I see that engine screen up there. I didn't actually see that, no. You miss going bangers. Yeah, I do miss it. Trouble is, going to watch, it's really cool if you're going to see your mates and cheer your mates on and stuff like that. But yeah, if you're going to just to watch a banger meeting, it's got to be like a world final or something like that, because I just want to be out there if it's a domestic meeting rather be the other side of the fence. And yeah, my body can't take that anymore. So, and the building and the preparation now, it's unreal. They're bangers, but they are race cars now. So yeah, you gotta spend a lot of bucks to compete in it anymore, which is stupid, really, isn't it? That's good, Harriet Shaft. Yeah, I was saying actually it came up on my memories the other day on Facebook that I built quite a lot of the course down there for the Blue Hills Trials course, starting from like the stream down the bottom, and then we did the hill going up the cliff, and then we did another little section, just like an S-bend that goes around a bank, and there's concrete on it inside of each section. Yeah, that was it was a long time ago, but it actually come up on my memories the other day, and I remember chatting about it. I think it was Captain when we were out exploring. But yeah, I love it down the Blue Hills. It's an amazing place. I think we've been there. So in the Chevy, we went down there to see if we could do a bit of off-roading down there. Oh yeah, that was at Ringwood, wasn't it? Yeah, you got hit by a flying bolt that came off of a car. I would have threw it back at him. Yeah. Yeah, that's where we took the Chevy Blazer, yeah. right down. We drove right down pretty much onto like the harbour thing, and then we tried to see if we could get onto the rough bit, but it was like there was no chance. I don't know why. I think matey just went down there and parked, so it looked like he was off-roading rather than actually off-roading. Oh, she did throw it back. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah, she did throw it back in, didn't she? But yeah, that little Chevy Blazer 4x4 we had, that was awesome fun. That was. We went all over the place in that. That was one of the good. It was like a good luck charm, that car was. So I bought it really cheap, and then did some work to it, put an MOT on it. But it was like a American 4.3 litre V6 in it, and it used to drink fuel like it was going out of fashion. Absolutely loved it. So I sold it, and I think I bought a van or something like that. I did something. I bought a van when I sold the Chevy, and then it was a few months later. It might have even been a year later. It popped up on Facebook for sale, and like spares or repairs. So. So Soph was like, "Oh, we should have that back." I was like, "We'll see what she wants for it." So Soph really give her a really cheeky offer. I can't remember what it was now, but it was low. It was like a couple £100, I think, maybe. And yeah, and they haggled a bit, and I think Soph managed to buy it back for less than £300 anyway. And I did a little bit more work on it, got it through an MOT again, and then we put some like big chunky tires on it, and we used to use it for like green laning. And oh, you offered £100. I knew you got it off of her for less than 300 total. I can't remember exactly what it was, but yeah, you offered a scrap for it, didn't you? Yeah, and bought it back, and then we sold it again, and then I think we made like £1,000 on it, and we sold it, and we absolutely beat it to death. Are you off, Captain? Take it easy, mate. We'll catch up with you soon. I'm probably going to end it at an hour anyway, so we've got a few minutes left. But yeah, thanks, Captain, for coming in, and thank you for watching the video. But yeah, we bought and sold that car a couple of times, and we made money on it both times. So yeah, it was a real good luck charm. But we used to beat the crap out of it, taking it off to off-road events, and that little thing would do stuff that the Land Rovers and stuff like that wouldn't do. It was awesome. Cool. Yeah, so there's going to be a few minutes left. That'll take us up to like the hour. So thank you guys very much for coming into the stream and supporting the video and watching the video. Thank you to Killer for your buy me a coffee. That is awesome. You are a bloody legend. And I will get started on your painting in the evenings this week. So yeah, I'll send you some pics and stuff as it's coming along, and I might even film it, but I don't know, because I don't know if it would make a very good video or not. But yeah, the video, I wasn't sure if because I had to rush edit it again. I wasn't sure if it was going to actually work. It kind of did and kind of didn't, but I was quite pleased with it in the end, because it was quite funny, wasn't it? We have bants like that in the garage all the time, but a lot of it you can't YouTube. but yeah, it was good fun. Cool, guys. Well, I think I'm going to say my goodbyes. Like I said, thank you all guys for coming in. You think painting videos would do well? Bob Ross of Cars. Oh, there's a happy little accident there, a happy little wheel and a happy little window. Yeah, maybe. I'll try it and I'll see what it looks like. And if it's any good, I'll post it up. If it's not, then we can put it down to a learning curve, which is pretty much what this YouTube journey has been. So yeah, thank you guys for coming in, and remember, be good. If you can't be good, be careful. Much love, guys, and I am out. Peace.